Right, so this is a follow-up to a post I made a little while ago. And what I'm showing here is this tool that I created, um, which I was calling it like the Polygon pinner or something like that. What I can use this for is to create a cryptocurrency transaction that says something, right? Like it says these things, in fact. So, sometimes you hear about smart contracts. Well, these can be normal contracts or really anything. And so here's the thing that I showed before. Unfortunately, it has some issues translating the language back, though I think that the characters are stored in there correctly. These are actually cryptocurrency addresses, which I have repurposed as words, which allows you to do a search. Let's see here. If I can bring this over. I think I can bring it over into the window here. And it went to a different page. Okay, so it loads up into here. It loads up into here whenever you are searching something, right? And all of this data is stored in the ledger. And this transaction here, which I'm showing you right now, the little song in different languages, cost me 4 cents. And it could cost you 4 cents to put whatever you want in here too. Or maybe a little bit more, or maybe a little bit less. Uh, this is an entire image that is burned in there, so that cost me more. And no, that's not a link somewhere, that's an image burned in there. Just like ordinals, right? In Bitcoin, people get so excited about Bitcoin and ordinals, but really, again, I'm just trying to get people to stop and think and listen, right? So this is possible, and it's not just that there's something fantastically special about this particular Polygon currency. You can do this with many, 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 many currencies, but people spend so much time promoting their own specific things that they don't bother to look at what's possible. Now I use this MetaMask tool here, and some people have said they don't like MetaMask, so I created an alternative to MetaMask that is simply a paper solution. And also I'm using this IPFS, which is a distributed um, Web3 sort of website. So if you have an IPFS account, you could create your own thing and put it in here, or you could just use this one, or you could make a copy of this. And this is more than what we see here. It's my ongoing thing that I'm working on, right? It's my workspace. And don't worry, I have really pretty versions. I just didn't happen to work on that this morning, right? But I go to Old Pinner, and you see it actually, you saw for a second, it showed the latest version there at the bottom. So this is the old Pinner that I use, and I have a freeform button, and I'm going to add, yeah, so there's this another song that's stuck in my head. Uh, because as an introvert and as somebody who does something that you're not allowed to do in business or in school, which is to micro focus on something. And that's for some reason discouraged, but I've micro focused on this for years, and so I have something important to say, and I feel like I'm not being heard, and so because everybody else who's much better and louder at saying things tends to drown me out, right? And so in my head, there's this song, and it goes, Talkie talk 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 talkie talkie talk 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 talkie talkie talkie. So that's kind of how I can make the Google Translate say the song, right? So this would be uh, just talkie talk, right? And then if you did a search, and this search, by the way, people don't quite understand this, again, because nobody is fucking listening. That search goes beyond this smart contract that I use as a dumb contract. It's not a token, it's a noken. Well, let's put that there, right? Let's call it a noken, right? With a little that, and whatever comes of that will come of that, right? So I'm going to then hit next. Sorry about the interface. I'm working on it. And then I hit send, and when I hit send, see, it comes up with MetaMask. And I think you can see MetaMask because I'm doing a full screen share. Now, so you might say, Joel John, this is your website. I don't consider this to be my website. This is a website I created. This one's going to cost 3 cents. 3 cents, right? Now, you can buy all these people's Web3 books that are writing Web3 books for whatever. or bear with me, you could load MetaMask into your browser, send me a message, and I will send you, I don't know, $1 or so in crypto. And then see, it's done, right? It doesn't refresh, but when it's done, it clicks out. I know I could make it refresh, but I haven't gotten around to that yet. So, and let's reload the page here. And this is a riskiest assumption test. It's just really, so if you go here, you can see this thing in the Polygon ledger. I'm showing you it's actually in Polygon, right? 40 seconds ago. And then here are, this is the core of the search thing I was talking about that I'm trying to get people to understand. So if you, so that's what that is. See, and those are transactions. I have co-opted the ability for a smart contract to send to multiple transactions. And there's all sorts of stuff that's not quite working right over there. That's kind of funny. And then if you show more, uh, there's the actual data. You can look at the data itself, and it's input data. And you might say, what does a smart contract do? Absolutely nothing. That's what makes it a not so smart contract. But simply writing into it is all you need to do. See, and here are the receiver addresses. And if you'll notice, those are not normal addresses. A normal address doesn't have all these zeros. Why? Well, that's the word talk. That's the word talkie. And that's the word, whatever the other word was I stuck on there, right? That's the third thing was hashtag, which is 23, and then I don't know, Noken, right? Those are what those things are. So then you come back here and you say index search. And again, let me stress something. This is not a search of my tool. This is a search of the entire ledger, of anything on the entire ledger. It just so happens that my tool is the only thing that's making use of that search. See, you can see the hex data of the whole shooting match over here. Okay, I'm going to kill this interview. I hope this was helpful. I'm just trying to get people's attention, okay? And I know I don't do it the right way, but you know what? All that matters is that you stop and you think and you come to understand what I'm talking about. I'm just trying to get you to expand your mind, but I got to get you to, like, I said, be quiet for just a minute, okay? Still that voice within you that wants to project so much, okay? I know you're saying, but you want to project, John. I know I do. Anyway, here we go. Thanks.